Hello everyone, Elite Clockwoman here. Finally, Season 8 of the SKIBIDI Multiverse is out, and in the full season we got 2 new and crazy scenes. And the first secret scene was very unusual for the SKIBIDI Toilets universe, and it looks like Dom Studio wants to compete with Disney, since the quality of this scene is incredible, but the second scene is literally crazy since Uncle GMAN is finally back. And in this video, we will try to find all the secrets and details in these scenes, and also guess what will happen in the future. But before we get into all this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you like the secret scenes. And here we go. The first secret scene began after episode 31, and this scene was quite chilly compared to previous episodes. At the beginning, we see a spy cameraman who had a terrible dream, and I had a question: do agents sleep? I didn't think about this before, but it always seemed that robots never sleep, unless they can recharge themselves somehow. But in the SKIBIDI multiverse, everything is possible. And after the spy came to his senses, he reached into the refrigerator and decided to cook something delicious. And at first I thought, come on man, are robots really eating food? In fact, he prepared it for someone else, whom we will talk about a little later. From the funny details, we can notice TV Man on the packaging. It seems that Bro made good money from watching Sussy Moment, and opened his own business related to kitchen stuff. And after the spy prepared breakfast, he headed into some room. We can also see the cameraman's sign on the left. But in general, I didn't notice any details in that kitchen. But if you notice something, let me know. And when they showed us room, then on the left wall, we can see a picture of this spy with the pencilman. And it looks like this cameraman and the pencilman race are connected, and he works specifically for them, since it was he who handed over the book to Optimus Prime in episode 28. And he also took their side. Also in this picture, there is a Morse code, and if you translate it, it will say sorry. And this is already very strange, but the most obvious option is that this is betrayal. Perhaps he betrayed the pencilman, or he did something bad. It's hard to say yet. Then we were shown the whole room, and we can notice another picture of this spy and some kind of cameraman. And we have already seen a similar cameraman in bloopers and in other videos from Dom Studio. But still, I again don't understand what Dom Studio is trying to tell us with that. Based on the different toys, this is a kid's room, and also someone is hiding under the blanket. And when the spy put dinner on the table, he received a notification to our final battle to SKIBIDI Toilet Base. And in this frame, you need to pay attention to the books because there are clues there. On the red book it says Speaker, and on the white book Era. And the most obvious opinion is that the era of Speakerman has come. But when the spy leaves, we can notice several more books where all the races in the series are indicated. And it turns out on that book where we saw Era, it said camera. But honestly, this doesn't give us any information. And if there are clues here, I can't understand them. I can only ask the question why the Speakerman's book is red and the others are white. We can assume that the Speakerman Titan is red, and according to this, the book is red. But this does not explain the fact why the others are white. But there was a similar hint in episode 70 of the original series, where on the secret agent's desk, there were also references to all the races of the series. And my sister suggested that the new race would be a computerman, since there was a computer there. And I can assume that the new race would be fanmen, since the fan is near the books. This is of course a fantastic theory, but I have no other ideas. You can also notice 2 pictures on top. On one there is a spy, and on the other it is not clear what. And if you try to process this image, it will turn out just as not clear what. But for some reason this reminds me of the new G-Man whom we saw in another scene. And if this so, this is crazy. But I'm not sure about this theory. But who is hiding under the blanket? Honestly, I don't know. And it's even hard for me to imagine. But based on the fact that he or she eats normal food, then maybe it's a human surviving child. In the original series, we were shown people only at the beginning of the series. In the multiverse, we didn't see them at all, but they should be here. And it's possible that this cameraman found a human child and hid him from all eyes, and now he takes care of it. And perhaps he is hiding this from the pencilman, and that is why we saw the inscription, sorry, that he was very sorry that he was deceiving them. Either he will betray them, or has already betrayed them. Honestly, there could be a million options. So far, I have no more ideas, but since episode 33 should be 10 minutes long, there will be a lot of talk, and I hope that we will learn more. But for now, this scene will remain a mystery to us. But write your theories in the comments, and the best theories will end up in my future video. But in general, although this scene was not ordinary, its quality was amazing. I felt like I was watching a Disney cartoon in 4K, and the Dom Studio team did a titanic work, and they should think about creating their own cartoon, because it was incredible. Also write in the comments if you liked this cute scene, and let's move on to a new scene. And already in the second scene, we see a SKIBIDI engineer who is working on some kind of project. And then we were shown other engineers, and I'm not gonna lie, they look like little transformers. But in this scene, there were no special details, and it was shown to us for that so that we would know that Uncle G-Man has finally returned to the series. And after the huge doors opened, we saw his creepy face, and I got goosebumps. Because this dude is so brutal and cool that I don't even have words. And at that moment, he reminded me of Bane from the movie Batman. And it looks like the G-Man Apocalypse project has already begun. And G-Man will be a key figure in his own project. It's difficult to say what abilities he will have and what episode we'll see him in. But I'm sure that this dude will not be easy to defeat, even for Daddy Clockman. But time will tell. Write your theories in the comments, and I hope when we get leaks for the new episode, it will become more clear to us what awaits us in the future.